This was the year Casablanca took the Oscar for Best Film with Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. In the same year, Mick Jagger and George Harrison were born. But World War II raged on. The Allies invaded Sicily and then took Mussolini's Italy. The tide, as they say, was turning. The RAF dropped the newly invented bouncing bomb, destroying Hitler's massive dams on the Ruhr. In October of that year, I took my first breath. 30 years later, as an actor and director of about 60 radio plays, I was invited to join the all-new television service. Of course, I said yes, and after a 4-month training course, I was ready for work. It was an exciting time, and then the training course being over, I moved to our offices. I was met with a desk and an assistant producer, and a secretary. And what we had to do was find scripts. There was a pile of submissions lying on the floor next to my desk, and we started reading them. They were mostly pretty horrible until one day, my assistant producer at the time, Barry de Jong, came to me and said, "Listen, I've been reading this lot here, 4 episodes of something called The Villagers. I think this is something really worth looking at." So I sat down and read them, and I said, "Barry, you're so right."
The village reef is their home, built on a pile of gold. And for the young and the old, life and work just carry on. So take a good look and you'll see that they're ordinary people like you and me. Feel free to come to the village reef. You'll meet the people I've known and some that just come and go. And here your life's not your own. Everybody knows what everybody knows. So take a good look and you'll see that they're ordinary people like you and me. Feel free to come to the village reef.
What do you think you're doing? You saw me coming. Look, this one has the right of way. You were riding that thing like a maniac, Clarke. Come on, man. Everyone knows this road has the right of way. Listen, who the hell do you think you are? I'm the Prime Minister. Who are you? The General Manager. You'll be hearing from me.
Gentlemen, I'm holding this meeting because Village Reef's in a mess. The production figures are shocking and the safety records a disgrace. And a more idle and inefficient bunch of senior officials I've ever seen in my life.
Gentlemen, I've called this meeting because Village Reef is in a mess.
But will they really refurnish for you? I mean, I thought there was some sort of regulation.
Mining life is full of regulations. I seem to spend nearly all my time trying to find ways round them.
Oh.
But I thought your husband was such a stickler for regulations. Oh, he is. Which makes it all the more satisfying when one manages to breach them.
There's nothing worse than inefficiency. You've got to have a clear chain of command so every man knows exactly who is responsible, sir.
Like in the army.
Exactly.
This is the army, Mr. Jones.
Go on, Mock. You want to see efficiency, you come down to my stores. I run a tight shift.
Ship. I thought you used to be in the army.
He's too big for his boots, man. He walks around the mine like a company commander.
Why don't you bring him down a peg or two?
How?
Have you any idea who's responsible for this?
Yes, Mr. Farrow. As a matter of fact, I have.
Morning, Alice. Everything all right?
Everything under control, Mr. McRae.
Good. Is this what's in these boxes?
Yes, Mr. McRae.
How many have you got there?
200,000, sir.
200? Are you expecting some sort of epidemic?
They were delivered in error, Mr. McRae.
In error?
Yes, sir. In error, sir.
Whose error? Who the hell signed for them?
You did, Mr. McRae.
Who put you up to this duplicity?
No one, Mr. McRae.
Oh, come on, man. No one person is ever responsible for this kind of hoax. Who was in it with you?
Well, there was only one other bloke, sir.
Was it his idea?
Yeah.
Who was it?
He doesn't work on this mine, sir.
Well, then you can tell us who it was. All right, if that's the way you want it. Farrow, take him down to the time office. Ask for his papers.
It was Nick Wilmot, sir.
That's Buller Wilmot's youngster, isn't it? On Deep Flame.
Yes, that's right, Mr. McRae.
Why can't they see the funny side?
There's nothing funny about making a fool of the general manager.
Suppose you'll blacklist me and stop me from getting a job in every mine in the reef.
Oh, well, there's always your Uncle Bernie. I'm sure he could find you something in the diamond mines in Southwest.
Or the salt mines of Siberia.
The company that supplied the stuff have agreed to take it back, but they're charging the mine for delivery and labor and 10 missing and or damaged cartons. Between you and your friend Dup, you owe 320 rand.
300 I haven't got that kind of money, Dad.
Well, maybe he's coming to me for it.
I've got about 75 in my savings. And I'm paying all 40 rand a month in the bike.
There's a simple solution.
What's that?
Sell the bike.
I went to our boss, Colin Duplessis, and said, I think this is something we must do. And I said, I think it's great. And he had a look at it, and he came back and he said, oh, Dougie, do you really think that the public will like this? It's about mining people. So down market. And I said, sorry, Colin, but that's what TV is mostly about. And people who live in communities like that all over the country are going to love it. And they did.
So take a good look and you'll see that they're ordinary people like you and me. Feel free to come to the Village Reef.
My first production after The Villagers was the theatre classic Charley's Aunt. Now, Jimmy White had played it in the theatre, and we thought it would be a good idea to recreate the feeling of a theatre in the TV studio. So we got him to play the lead again with a cast of excellent actors, and we just had a lot of fun.
Madam, or rather Donna Lucia Dalvadores, the Brazilian millionaire, who has taken Lord Toppleby's magnificent mansion in Belgravia, is an Englishwoman of genial disposition and a financial genius. Ah, you've got back. So glad.
Yes, we were longer than we intended, but Annie wanted to get some flowers for Charley's aunt. Has she come?
Oh, yes, she's come. Donna Lucia, Miss Spetague, Miss Verdon, Donna Lucia Dalvadores, Charley's aunt. How do you do, my dears?
He makes a wonderful old lady. Not a doubt about it.
The first door on the left, the man said, Ela.
Yes, here it is. Mr. John Chesney. Shall I knock?
Yes, do, my dear. Chesney. Her name sounds familiar. Why couldn't my nephew remain in his rooms and not compel me to follow him about like this?
Oh, dear Donna Lucia, do say you will try.
We are going away.
Oh, my darlings, don't leave me.
Yes, we're going to Scotland.
Oh, Scotland, I know. Beautiful country. Where the whiskey comes from. Here's a deuce of a mess. I could do with a brandy and soda.
Donna Lucia!
Here's old Spettigue.
Ah, dear Lucia, I've been looking for you all the afternoon.
Mr. Spettigue. Mr. Spettigue. Will you introduce me to,
How annoying. Why couldn't she have kept away? Certainly. Donna Lucia, Mrs. Buttercup Smythe, Donna Lucia Dalvadores.
How do you do? I'm Charley's aunt, from Brazil, where the nuts come from.
How do you do? Do you know, I'm most interested in meeting you.
Really?
I knew your late husband, intimately. Perhaps whatever's the matter.
She knew my late husband intimately.
Well, how are you getting on? Everything's all right, isn't it?
No, she knew my late husband intimately.
Deuce! Look out, here's tea.
Well, what of it?
You must entertain. Now, Donna Lucia, will you pour out tea?
Oh, certainly. Do we all take tea?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Next, I suggested that we do a modern South African play of the theatre, Athol Fugard's People Are Living There, which she had written especially for the great Yvonne Bryceland. So I got in touch with her, asked her to do it, she agreed, and she also made suggestions which I took for other people in the cast, the 3 other actors. And they had all played those parts before in the theatre. So, no proscenium arch, no suggestion of making it look like a theatre production this time.
Help!
Why doesn't he do something about it? He could hit her.
Violence won't solve his problems.
Exactly. He's got no guts.
Now, there's a word I hate. What's guts?
If you don't know what guts is, my boy, then I'm sorry for you. If you can't hit out once in a while, you might as well throw in the towel.
I'm sick of you and those silkworms. Anyway, you told me you threw them away.
I did. Those which you stuck with pins and dyed.
Oh, hiding the others, are you? From me? That's not very nice, is it? They're mine, you know. Jossie gave them to me.
But you didn't want them. You never fed them.
I want them now. He's supposed to earn the living. Jossie's got 5 pairs, you know? 5. And she hasn't even got a husband. Where's your respect? Look the other way. What I'd like to ask you, Shorty Langeveld, is what use is a husband that don't even bring home the living what he's supposed to earn? Huh?
Sissy, I don't want you to see Billy no more.
Same here.
Why?
You men are all the same.
No, but I'm your husband.
That's your lookout.
I study you, Shorty.
He thinks you're a curiosity.
You see, you're what we mean by simple-minded.
He once called you a perfect specimen of retarded poor white.
Overseas, you'd be a labourer digging up the streets in London.
Oh, no, you don't. You said he'd be emptying the dirt bins in Birmingham.
You're saved by your white skin. Examine the facts. You can just about read and write. You can't carry out the simple duties of a postman. I don't think you can do anything complicated. Yet you survive. You even have a wife.
Aha!
That's all.
Oh, no, it isn't. You left out the best bit of the lot. Sissy, tell him what we whisper.
I don't think she's properly your wife. I don't think you know how.
Do you understand now? He doesn't think you know how to do it. I think you do, but that Sissy doesn't want it from you. Because we both think that Billy knows how.
I'll hit you, Don.
Bravo!
As true as there's a God, I'll hit you.
Now we're getting somewhere. Get out your gloves and hit. But first, let's tell him if he wants to see a real psychological curiosity, to have a good look at himself in the mirror next time he squeezes his pimples. That's why no decent, clean living girl will ever stomach the sight of you. Furthermore, you also blow your nose on the sheets. And I have a strong suspicion as regards positively filthy habits that are still not the worst. And he's looking for himself. Take my advice. Don't. You'll be disgusted when you find it. Who do you think you are? Calling him a freak? You're a washout.
Finished. Because there are a few things that could be said about you, you know.
Go ahead. This is a free-for-all.
You started to get old woman odors, Millie. You should use scent. It's unpleasant being near you at times.
So, I was emboldened to suggest that SABC TV produce a play by William Shakespeare. Well, this struck fear and terror into the hearts of the SABC hierarchy. Could we really do it without embarrassing ourselves? So my boss went to his boss, who conferred with his boss, who then went to one of the top 3 directors general at the SABC at the time, Mr. Jan Skutter. He called for me and my boss, Colin Duplessis, to lunch with him in the VIP SABC restaurant. And that was the first and only time I've ever been in that hallowed space. I told him that we had excellent actors enough, and that apart from being a delightful comedy, Much Ado About Nothing was a set work for matric that year, and high school students would benefit from our production of it. He said, we can't afford to build huge sets in the studio. How would you do it? So I said, no sets, just black drapes, brilliant lighting, and superb costumes. And, of course, free-flowing, good acting. He said, I liked your Charley's aunt, and I liked your Fugard, and I like your ideas for this one. So, let's do it. Let's make another first. A first Shakespeare on-screen South African television production.
Blow thy horn, hunter, and blow thy horn on high. There is a doe in yonder wood, in faith she will not die. Now blow thy horn, hunter, and blow thy horn, Johnny Hunter. So this dear stricken is, and yet she...
I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever.
How many has he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many has he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
He has done good service, lady, in these wars.
He is a very valiant trencherman. He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honourable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we're all mortals. I wonder that you'll still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What?
My dear Lady Disdain,
Are you yet living?
Is it possible disdain should die while it has such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? But it is certain I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted, and I would I could find it in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women, they would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God and my cold blood that I'm of your humour for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Oh, God keep your ladyship still in that mind. So some gentleman or other shall scape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse than 'twas such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue. But keep your way, in God's name, I've done.
You always end with a jade's trick, I know you of old. He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedict. The one is too like an image and says nothing, and the other too like my lady's eldest son, ever more tattling.
By my troth, niece, God will never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
For the which blessing I'm at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I'd rather lie in the woolen.
Well, niece, I hope to see thee one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overmastered by a piece of valiant dust?
Will your grace command me to any service to the world's end? I will go on the slightest errand now that you can devise to send me on. I will fetch you a toothpick from the furthest inch of Asia, or bring you the length of Prester John's foot, or fetch you a hair off the great Sham's beard, or do any embassage to the pygmies, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy. You have no employment for me. None but to desire your good company. Oh, God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
I will teach you how to humour your cousin, that she shall fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your 2 helps, will so practice on Benedict that, in despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me and I will tell you my drift. What was it you told me of today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
I stalk on the pulses. I did never think that lady would have loved any man. No, nor I neither. Most wonderful that she should dote so on Signor Benedict, whom she hath in all outward behaviours seemed ever to abhor.
Miss B, sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it. But that she loves him with an enraged affection.
I would she had bestowed this dotage on me. I would have daffed all other respects and made her half myself. I pray you, tell Benedict of it, and hear what he will say.
Were it good, think you?
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if he love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known, and she will die if he woo her, rather than she will bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. For should she make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
But he is a very proper man, and to my mind, very wise.
He doth indeed show some sparks that are like wit.
No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince, and my betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man. But nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn right sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. And her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape nor project of affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. Therefore certainly it were not good she knew his love, lest she make sport at it.
Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly.
Oh, yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No. Rather, I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passion.
Benedick? Love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hands. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve. And I believe it, better than reporting me.
Come, I will have thee. But by this light I take thee to pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. I will stop your march.
How dost thou, Benedick, the married man?
I tell thee what, Prince. A college of wit crackers could not flout me out of my humour. Does not think I care for a satire or an epigram. No. Since I do purpose to marry, I'll think nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it, and therefore never flout at me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing. And this is my conclusion.
My next job was Lorca's classic Spanish play, The House of Bernard de Alba. Another on-screen first, for this country at least. Bernard de Alba was played by the great Vilna Sneyman. There was Beverly Melnick and Yvonne Banning as the hunchback Martirio. Of course, I was nearly fired for shooting it in monochrome and not in colour after I'd been told not to do so. They said, don't bother to come into work next week. But then some of the bosses saw what I was doing with it on the screens in the offices. They said they liked it, and fortunately, most critics did too. Sadly, I don't have any footage of it, just these still photographs. After those moderate successes, I was pretty much allowed to do my own thing, to pick my own projects. So I did the first George Bernard Shaw play, Arms and the Man, the first Noel Coward play, Blithe Spirit. And then there was a British comedy written specially for TV called Simon and Laura. And I was lucky to be able to cast a great pair in the leads. That's Graham Armitage and Diane Wilson. Great fun to do, and lovely actors to work with.
Right, quiet everyone. Take your positions, please. Come. Going ahead on time. Okay. Stand by, Archie. Right, okie doke. All right, stand by, everyone. Okay, Barney. Right. Now, don't make too much of a quarrel scene. It's just a misunderstanding, all happily cleared up at the end of the script. Now, don't overdo it. Just play it naturally, all right?
The other way around.
Why?
Because that's the way we've rehearsed it.
But why?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Simon. That's the way David wants it.
But we've done it this way round for 194 programmes. Why did you suddenly change it last week?
Friday afternoon it was. The Friday afternoon rehearsal.
Oh, you shut your face.
I think it's more effective with Laura facing the camera, Simon.
Oh, you do you?
It's nothing personal, just makes a better picture, that's all.
I see.
All right, quiet, everyone. Take the cue from Mabel as usual, Laura, darling. Good luck.
Announcement and opening music coming up.
We present the 200th installment of our nightly serial, Simon and Laura.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, Laura.
You know, darling, you look very attractive in tails.
You know, darling, you look very attractive in anything.
Flatterer. No doubt it's a sign of vanity, but I adore dressing up. When I was little, I never hated the rainy days when one couldn't go out into the garden to play. I loved them. I'd go up to the attic and spend hours rummaging about in an old chest my mother kept there. A chest filled with old party frocks, fancy dress costumes, my grandmother's wedding gown, beads, extraordinary hats, yard upon yard of material in every colour of the rainbow. The magic one could conjure up in that old chest, the people one could become. A wicked witch, an empress from the mysterious East, a bride at the altar.
You know, sometimes, Laura, I think you've remained a child.
A very spoilt one.
Spoilt, mon you?
By you, dearest. Buying me this gown for one night at the opera. It must have cost a fortune.
A very special night at the opera.
Yes, gala.
And our anniversary.
Darling. My favourite opera, too. Trovatore.
Traviata?
Maybe it's because it's based on The Lady of the Camellias, and that's the part I love playing more than any other. Maybe that's why I love Trovatore so. Let's go into the dining room and say goodnight to Timothy.
Traviata, you fool.
That's what I said.
You said nothing of the kind. You said Trovatore.
Are you suggesting I don't know the difference between Trovatore and Traviata?
Well, evidently not.
Oh, don't be such a damn fool. Shh.
Were you ever married, Wilson?
Indeed I was, Master Tim.
Must be jolly nice, being married.
A very pleasant state to be in. Have a biscuit. Oh, I beg your pardon, madam. I didn't hear you come in.
Where have you been, Aunt Laura?
In the hall, darling, talking.
If you and Uncle Simon are at the opera all evening, Aunt Laura, what can I do?
You're going to have a lovely romp. Play with Angela, darling.
Mr. and Mrs. Simon Foster's residence? Oh, hold on, miss. Miss Mortimer to speak to you, sir.
Oh, I'll take it in the library, Wilson. Do you mind, darling? It's a personal matter.
Not at all.
Hold on, miss.
Why didn't Uncle Simon take it to hear, Aunt Laura?
I don't know, darling.
Was something he didn't want you to hear?
I suppose it must have been, Timmy.
A secret?
Perhaps.
I thought married people never had secrets from each other.
They don't, darling. Not real ones.
Why don't you listen and find out what Uncle Simon's secret is?
Because that would be deceitful, Timmy. It would mean that I didn't trust Uncle Simon.
You do, though, don't you?
Of course, darling, implicitly.
But then why didn't you...
Come along, young fellow, my lad. If you ask me, madam, he'll end up a backbencher. All these questions.
Laura, she need never know. All right. Same time, same place, next week. Tuesday. Goodbye, my dear. And bless you and thank you for everything.
Simon?
Yes?
Who is Miss Mortimer?
Oh, no one who need concern you.
Well, she must be someone, dear. This is so unlike you, Simon. You're normally so frank and open. You have a guilty look, darling. Who is she?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
It's something I'd rather you didn't know about.
Like Le Touquet.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Great Scott, so Timothy was right after all.
What do you mean?
You. Nag, 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 bitch, 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 worrying away at any possible piece of scandal like an old mongrel bitch with a bone.
Are you calling me old?
You've got away with far too much in the past, and you're not getting away with it this time, my girl.
What do you mean,
You're making yourself out to be Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, and all the time you're bouncing about in bedsits with the BBC.
Simon!
Shut up! And ramming Le Touquet down my throat, as if you've never heard of footsie under the tables at the Café de Paris.
You're drunk!
I am nothing of the kind, but I wouldn't mind a sip of that so-called gargle of yours. Oh,
Cut! 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 What is it, Barney?
Breakdown.
Vision?
Both sound and vision.
Thank heavens for that.
So well it was going to. Such a pity.
Hell's name possessed you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got carried away under extreme provocation.
Barney, we're getting back on the air?
Doesn't look like it. There's a cable fault between here and... hold on. One thing I must know. Who was Miss Mortimer?
And then I suggested that we produce Jean Anouilh's version of the Greek classic Antigone.
Voila. Come, meet the people who are to act out for you the story of Antigone. This little creature here, sitting by herself, staring at nothing, is Antigone. She's thinking that very soon she'll have to burst forth as the tense, sallow, willful girl whose family would never take her seriously, and who was about to rise up alone against Creon, her uncle, the king. She's thinking that she's going to die. But she's young. She'd much rather live than die. From the moment the play began, she started to feel that inhuman forces were whirling her out of this world, snatching her away from her sister Ismene, from all of us, we who do not have to die tonight. The young man talking to the gay and beautiful Ismene is Haemon, the king's son, Creon's son. He's also Antigone's fiancé. You wouldn't have thought she was his type. He likes dancing, sport, competition, women. Ismene is certainly more beautiful than Antigone. You think he'd go for her? Well, there was a dance one night. Ismene wore a new dress and she was radiant. Haemon danced with no one but her. And yet, that same night, before the dance was over, suddenly he went in search of Antigone, found her sitting alone, as she's sitting now, with her arms around her knees, and asked her to marry him. Nobody knows why. But it didn't seem to surprise Antigone in the least. She stared at him with those solemn eyes of hers, smiled sadly, and said yes. That was all. The music started again, and Ismene, surrounded by a group of young men, laughed out loud. And, well, here's Haemon expecting to marry Antigone. He won't, of course. He didn't know when he asked her that the earth wasn't meant to hold a husband for Antigone. And here is the king, Creon, with his page at his side. In King Oedipus's time, when Creon was no more than the king's brother-in-law, he loved music, bought rare manuscripts, and would spend whole afternoons in the antique shops of this city of Thebes. But Oedipus died, and now his sons are dead. Creon's left his books and his art, he's rolled up his sleeves and taken over. Sometimes he asks himself whether being a leader of men is worth the trouble. But the problems are always there to be solved, and like a conscientious workman, he does his job. The others? That intense young man, leaning against the set, is a messenger. When his time comes, it's he whose job it is to announce Haemon's death. That's why he won't mingle with the others. He already knows. Those three card players are the guards. They smell of beer, garlic, red wine, and they've no imagination. But they're not a bad lot. They have wives, kids, all the usual worries of the world. At the same time, they're policemen. Eternally innocent, eternally indifferent. For nothing that happens can matter to them. They're quite prepared to arrest anybody at all, including Creon himself, should the order be given by a new leader. Now you know the people, you can see the play. Creon has issued a solemn edict that Eteocles, with whom he had sided, is to be buried with pomp and honors, and that Polynices is to be left to rot. The vultures and the dogs are to bloat themselves on his carcass. Nobody is to go into mourning for him. No gravestone is to be set up in his memory. And above all, any person who attempts to give him religious burial will himself be put to death.
Where have you been?
The garden was still asleep, not yet thinking of men. It was beautiful. The fields were wet, waiting for something to happen. The whole world was breathless, waiting.
You have a lover, haven't you?
Yes, the poor dear. Yes, Nanny, I have a lover.
Well, that's very nice now, isn't it? Very proper daughter? You, the daughter of a king, running out to meet lovers. After your upbringing. Who is he, Someone you can't bring home and show to your family, is that it? Answer me.
Yes, Nanny.
You're mad.
Am I?
We can't do it.
Why not?
Creon will have us put to death.
Of course he will. That's what he's here for. It's his duty. He's bound to put us to death. We're bound to go out and bury our brother. That's the way it is. What do you think we can do to change it?
I don't want to die.
I'd prefer not to die myself.
The body. Somebody had been there and buried it. Well, it wasn't much, you understand. With us three there, it couldn't have been. Just covered over with a little dirt, that's all. But enough to hide it from the vultures.
It couldn't have been a dog scratching up the earth.
Not a chance. Well, that's what we hoped it was. But the earth was scattered over the body just like the priests tell you to do it. Whoever it was knew what he was doing, all right.
Who has dared? Antigone, I shall have you put to death. But before I do, I want to make one last appeal. Do you know what you're dying for?
All those who are meant to die have died. Those who believed one thing, those who believed another. And even those who believed nothing at all, yet were caught up in the web without knowing why. All dead.
On the Monday morning after Antigone was first broadcast, I went into the office a little later than usual, and there, seated at my desk, in my chair, was a man I'd never met before. I knew who he was because of photographs. Marnie van Rensburg, a very talented filmmaker. He stood up and started swearing at me. And I said, "Hey, what? He said, "Bliksem, you bogger, I wanted to do that play, but you did it very well. Congrats." In 1979, I got the Arties Award for Best Drama Director-Producer for Antigone. And I do believe there were a few citizens out there who liked it too. But I wasn't only interested in shooting TV versions of theatre plays. I directed a number of movies for television shot on location. Bye Bye Boysons was written by the famous South African novelist Christopher Hope, and it featured Danny Keogh and Hal Orlandini.
I'd like a gold-plated monogram caddy, $1 million mansion up in France, a loving girl whose heart belongs to daddy, and John Travolta's shoes so I can dance.
Now listen, this car's old enough to be your mother, so show some respect. Okay. Don't rev it, don't rev it. Okay, you can get the bus back and remember to keep your bus ticket safe. Don't gun it! Smart ass.
You live in the city 35 years. Everyday routine bores you to tears. It's rough now. Breakfast at 8 is a couple of beers. 9 to 5 noises ring in your ears. Enough now. Have to get away and leave this all behind.
And then it was 1980. From April to October, the English Drama Department broadcast a season of 14 one-off productions. I directed half of them. So, in October 1980, the final production was Macbeth.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
Where the place? Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
A drum, Macbeth doth come. The weird sisters, hand in hand, hostess of the sea and land, thus to go about.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail, Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor.
Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow. As he purposes.
Never shall sun that morrow see.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses. See, our honoured hostess.
Your Majesty.
Where is the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well. And his great lug, sharp as his spur, hath holp him to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
If it were done when 'tis done, and 'twere well it were done quickly. The assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success. That but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all. Here, but here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not. And yet I see thee still. I go. And it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me?
My hands are of your colour, but I shame to wear a heart so white.
Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Bankpost, Donald Lane! Malcolm, awake! Throw off this downy sweet death count of it, and look upon death itself!
To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren sceptre in my grip.
Give us a light there, ho!
A light, good sir.
It'll be rain tonight. Let it come down! Fly, good fear! Fly, no instrument! Oh, slay!
See there, the hound, look low. How say you?
Why, what care I, if thou canst nod?
Speak too!
If charnel houses and our graves must send those that we bury back, our monument shall be the moors of kites.
Quite unmanned in folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
Aye, for shame.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Every one that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
And must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Every one.
Who must hang them?
Why? The honest men. What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
So last thou staggered, villain!
Watch your egg, young fry.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. My children, too. Wife, children, servants. All that could be found.
And I must be from thence.
Yet here's a spot.
She speaks.
Out, damned spot. Out, I say. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
If this which he avouches does appear, there is no flying hence nor tarrying here. I begin to be aweary of the sun and wish the estate of the world were now undone.
Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind, come rack, at least we'll die with harness on our back!
Now near enough. Your levy screens throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Very well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all a breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death. Thou wast born of woman. The swords I smile at, weapons laughed to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them. Turn! Hellhound. Turn. Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. How bloody a villain than terms can give thee out.
Blade on vulnerable crests.
I bear a charm in life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel thou still hast served tell thee. Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so.
For it had cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, and keep the word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope.
Not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole, and under it, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield. To kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with a rabble's curse. Though Burnham Wood be come to Dunsinane, and our poles being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Lay on Macduff, and damn be him that first cries hold enough.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair.
In 1979, the Arties Award for Antigone. 1981, it was for the Best Drama Director for Macbeth. The SABC actually took Macbeth to the Cannes Film Festival, although I don't know that too many people saw it. A couple of universities and a few schools wrote to the SABC asking for video copies of Macbeth. Hell, the SABC even sold VHS copies of it at the CNA. After Macbeth, I directed my third Shakespeare production, Twelfth Night, with the British actor Eric Flynn.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die.
Is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus. I'm sure cares an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours. You must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots, too. If they be not, Let them hang themselves with their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Sir Andrew Aguchik?
Aye, he.
He's as tall a man as any in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking health to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there's passage in my throat and drink in Illyria.
Sir Toby! Sir Toby Bells! How now, Sir Toby Bells?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Oh, bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Come, let me see the caper. Excellent.
Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
Wit, and be thy will, put me into good fooling. For what says Queen Athens? Better be a witty fool than a foolish wit.
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that hath no more brain than a stone. Ah, look you, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he's gagged. I protest I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool's zanies.
Oh, you're sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me. And I've heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she treats me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue!
Oh, pistol him, pistol him.
Peace, peace.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a day bed where I left Olivia sleeping.
Madam! How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady. I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is to be as the very true sonnet is, please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What's the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hand, and command shall be executed. I think we know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Comfort thee.
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request. Yes, nightingales answer doors.
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanst thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
Some have greatness thrust upon them.
Restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Thy yellow stockings?
And wish to see thee ever cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to. Thou art made if thou desires to be so.
I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man. But when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was and a little tiny boy, with a hey, oh, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day.
If music be the food of love, play on, give me excess of it. That's a fighting, the appetite may sicken and so down. That strain again, it had a dying follow, it came on my ears like the sweet south breeze upon the bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Or spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou that, notwithstanding thy capacity, I receive that. As the sea, and all enters there of what validity and pitch soever, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high fantastical. If music be the food of love, play on. That strain again, it had a dying follow, it came on my ear like the sweet south breeze upon the bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Or spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou that, notwithstanding thy capacity, you see that. As the sea, a note enters there of what validity and pitch soever, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high fantastical. If music be the food of love, play on.
Tonight's screenplay adaptation of Ibsen's play The Master Builder was written by South African-born playwright Noel Langley. His other notable successes include the screenplays of The Wizard of Oz and the Jeanette MacDonald Nelson Eddy classic Maytime. Douglas Bristow's production of The Master Builder is in fact a world premiere of this Noel Langley adaptation.
Good evening, Mr. Solness.
Good evening.
Well, don't tell me you've forgotten all about me.
No, but to be honest, I can't quite place...
I think I can place the young lady.
Oh, yes, of course. At that tourist chalet last August, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. I wonder whatever became of all those disapproving women.
Oh, they must have got to Finland by now at the speed they were walking.
I don't think they ever really knew quite how to take us, did they?
Well, we certainly did our best to scandalise them, didn't we?
We? You mean you did?
Oh, a little harmless flirting round the fire. It served them right for looking down their noses at us and knitting socks.
It certainly did. Have you only just arrived in time, Miss Funnel?
Just this minute.
Funnel? Are you by any chance the daughter of the village doctor at Lysanger?
So it's all coming back to you.
Yes, so that's what I must have met you then, when I was up there building their new church.
Do you mean you're still not quite sure?
Well, it wasn't exactly yesterday, you know.
It was 10 years ago, to the very day.
Forgive me, but you couldn't have been much more than a child.
I was almost 13.
Are you visiting friends here?
Yes, you. And your wife, of course.
Oh, so you're a friend of Aileen's, too?
Well, I met her when she was at the sanatorium up in the mountains. She asked me to call on her if I ever came to town.
I'm afraid my wife never said a thing about it.
Well, here I am. Could I stay here tonight.
You're more than welcome.
The village band banged away in the churchyard, and everyone turned out in their Sunday best. And we schoolgirls were dressed up in white and carried little flags.
Flags. Yes, I remember them.
And then you took a huge green wreath of bay leaves, and you climbed up the scaffolding right to the top of the steeple. Made everyone giddy to watch you. And when you were at the top, you hung the wreath over the weathercock.
It was all part of the show in those days. It was expected of me.
It was the most exciting thing I'd ever seen in my life. And the most terrifying. Well, everyone had their hearts in their mouths in case you slipped and came plummeting to earth like Lucifer expelled from heaven.
As a matter of fact, I came closer to it than you think. One of those uncivilized little devils in white shrieked at me at the top of her lungs just as I was balancing myself to throw the wreath.
Yes, she shouted, "Long live Master Builder Solness!"
That's right, and flapped a confounded flag until it almost hypnotized me. I all but lost my balance.
That uncivilized little devil was me. Can you see anyone up there beside him?
Of course not.
There is someone with him, though. Just listen. You'll soon hear.
What are you talking about?
Be quiet. Listen. There. Now do you hear him singing?
All I can hear is the wind in the trees.
No. It's his song. His song of triumph. God save Master Builder Solness! God save Master Builder Solness!
And penned by local journalist and writer James Ambrose Brown, a haunting two-hander called The Royal, with Eric Flynn and Erica Rogers.
Remember jealous.
From this dramatic two-hander to another two-hander, a one-act comedy by George Bernard Shaw. He imagined a chance encounter at night between Shakespeare and his queen, Elizabeth I. Much of what she says is scribbled down by the bard, lines which are now iconic quotes, GBS at his mischievous best. There was another comedy, this time a dark one, penned by the internationally acclaimed novelist Christopher Hope. It was set in a failing advertising agency and called An Entirely New Concept in Packaging.
We're Boney and Tony from Benoni, and really rather nice. As pretty as a picture by Antigone, but less than half the price. But less than half the price. Oi!
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ah, such a fresh, such a bright morning. Greetings, neighbours, potential customers, fellow consumers. This is Brian Kretschmer, manager of the grand old firm of K-U-N-Z at your service. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Things aren't looking very good. There I disagree. How things look depend on how you see them.
We're in the business of making things look better, whatever they are. I know I can depend on you. Integrity, loyalty. That's your basic message to your men as a leader. In a word, oats. Oats.
For halitosis, constipation, and wash day blues, we have the answer. We have the answer, you see. Brothers, sisters, hear the news. The world's for sale at KUN&Z.
Aha! Successful exorcism, was it? The ghosts of rumour laid to rest? Everything in the garden rosy again? Won't work, you know.
What won't work?
This cover-up, this ridiculous pretense. As an agency, we're finished. Our clients have gone, our staff are getting out of hand, and you and I are for the chop.
Speak for yourself.
Excuse me, Mr.
Stoffel. I believe I am expected. Rumour has it in my neck of the woods that old Zalp is ailing. Nothing terminal, I hope. I need a miracle. That's if you think the old boy is still up to it.
Oh, he's at the height of his powers.
Some have gone so far as to say that he is a spent force, that if it weren't for his manager, the grand old firm of KUN&Z would be finished. Kaput.
Oh, I don't know.
Goodbye, Stan.
Bye, Mr. Stoffel.
Going down.
Shall we, dance?
And then the fun stopped. I was due to direct my second Noel Coward comedy, starring Moira Lister, who turned out to be a very difficult diva. She complained to my new toxic boss, who got me booted out of the drama department and transferred to the youth and children's drama department, where my first job, a series called The Tales of Theodora, won me a Star Tonight Award for the best children's program. And then the SABC rented me out as a director for co-productions with commercial companies. This one was a short series for children called Rock Bottom. Oh, believe me, I saw the irony in that. James Borthwick was a rip-roaring rock bottom. And then there was another director-for-hire job. Two boys from different backgrounds set off from different parts of the West Coast. The story tells of how they meet and fall foul of a quartet of dangerous criminals. These baddies make a living diving for illegal diamonds off the Skeleton Coast. There's a wise old man of the sea who predicts a shipwreck. Shadrach and Bocky become friends at sea and in the desert of Namaqualand. Oh yes, and a stray dog joins them to share their adventures.
Don't be a
son. That animal's dangerous.
Everything's all right. I'll be your friend.
I'm sending you to tech school to learn about mining. You'll do as I tell you.
Papa, I thought maybe...
Please, man. You're going to trade school and that's final.
Mr. George, why do they call you mad?
No, I'm not mad, boy. I see things, that's all. We will not make port again. Mark my words.
Well, Mr. Jardine, I'm Captain Swat. And you will call me Swat.
It's a tough one, Skipper.
Am I losing my senses? Is that a boy in the boat?
Yeah. And the dog, Skipper.
Mr. George put me on a dinghy. I was the only one safe.
The diamond! Peter, sir, stop! The boat will run aground, the sandbars all over it! We gotta turn around!
We know you've got the diamonds, boy. You won't get away.
Come and get them if you can!
After that came The Circus Adventure, a short series written by James Ambrose Brown.
Roll up, folks, roll up. Get your tickets now. See the death-defying acts on the high wire. The big dancing elephant, the big cats leaping through the ring of fire. The human pyramid, the world-famous flying Falcon brothers, they're all here, friends. Roll up, roll up. Keep going, Pinky, you fool. Nobody's buying any tickets. We'll be ruined. You'll never regret it for an exciting, fun-filled afternoon, or indeed evening at the circus. Step right up and get your tickets. Now?
Tell you what, let's try and sell these flowers today, and if we don't have any luck, I promise we'll go and see the old man. What's the name of the shop again?
The Oldie Curiosity Nook. And it's a deal. This is intolerable. Only 15 tickets sold for this matinee's performance. I can't run a circus for 15 people. It's ridiculous.
No, boss. Yes, boss.
I tell you that unless we can get more people into this circus, and soon, we shall be out of business. We shall be paupers. Do you know what that means, you idiot?
Yes, boss. No, boss.
It means you've been knighted, Cretty. That you will be out of a job. That you won't have a roof over your head. Now, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Pink?
Yes, boss. No, boss. That'd be terrible. Especially for the circus animals. What would happen to them?
Exactly. What we need is an act. A new act. An amazing new act that's never been seen before. Somebody doing something that's never been done before. Is that clear?
Oh, yes, boss. Quite clear, boss.
Good.
Beautiful fresh flowers.
It's no use, Cat. Nobody will buy my flowers.
Don't worry. Perhaps the old man will buy them.
Even if he did, that wouldn't be enough. Wait.
I found it, boss. The cat can talk. Cat can talk. It really can. I've heard them. They're in trouble, boss. A talking cat.
fortune. A fortune, Pinky. I've got to have that cat.
Oh, I think she'd want a lot of money for it, boss.
Oh, but it's worth $1 million. Yes, and a silly girl like that will probably accept 5 rand for it, and if she doesn't, I'll make her change her mind.
You wouldn't hit her, boss.
I'll keep her cat in a cage, and I'll feed it on nothing but old fish heads. That won't cost anything, and it'll make me a fortune, a fortune.
And that's it, the show and tell of my television years. It was an absolute blast. Working with so many wonderful actors, I salute all of you. And of course, the writers, composers, musicians. Athol Fugard, Christopher Hope, Jonathan Berwick, James Ambrose Brown, John Cundall, and Noel Langley, an old boy of DHS, the Durban High School, from the 1930s. The music makers, Dave Polycutt, my classmate at DHS in 59 and 60, Ian Lawrence, lovely naughty man, and Mick Jade, who made all things musical in The Villagers and People Are Living There. And the army of talented people who made it all happen. Cameras, lights, microphones, vision mixers, vision controllers, sound mixers, editors, set designers, costume, makeup and hair artists. Too many to mention, but thanks to all the troops. Closest to me were my tireless assistant producers, Marge Hughes, Barry de Jong, Liz O'Shaughnessy, Ian Walters, Tamara Samevsky, and Leslie Mannell. And finally, my friend Ron Nell, who instigated, filmed and edited this documentary. Thanks for everything, Ron.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning,